Hi viewers, welcome to our channel Alex Tech Project. We are in the journey of a DSA interview preparation and clearing. The time is so short, that's where I have choose the top interview 150 must do list for interview preparation. You can see it on this screen. In array and string, I have completed all the easy. You can see it on this screen, and you can see 2 pointers. One, we have done the valid palindrome is subsequence. These two we have seen it on this one. Now we are moving down and seeing today in this video hash map we are doing. Inside this one it is having easy ransom note, isomorphic strings, word pattern, valid anagram. You can see to some happy number and contains duplicates too. In this video, we try to see these four, and next video we try to see these three. And the rest of the things you can see it on this one. You can done the rest of the things on here. Whatever the things I have completed, I am showing over here. You can see from remove the element, remove the duplicates, merged majority element, best time to buy, Roman to integer, length of the last word, longest common prefix, index of the first occurrence in a string, is subsequence and valid palindrome. So these two will be there here. In this video or in this playlist, I am not showing any kind of concepts or a programming or a language. I consider the YouTube as a buddy partner for my DSA preparation and clearing. And now let us see what is the DSA syllabus. You can see it on this screen. The DSA syllabus will be arrays, strings, linked list, tags, queues, hash map and hashing, recursion trees, graphs and dynamic programming. These 10 will be the syllabus for the DSA. In order to solve the problem, we need to have it as in a procedure or a strategy. The first one is understanding the concept. The second one is programming ID and language. The third one is reading and understanding and digesting the problem. Fourth one is approach and optimization. And fifth one is problem solving mindset. And sixth one will be the use case mapping to the real world scenario. By using these 6 steps, we can solve the DSA LeetCode problem. In this video, we try to see what are the problems we want to solve. So now if we can see, it is a hash map. Now let us jump on to the here. Hashing technique inside the Python is nothing but as in a dictionary. Now let us see the problem. That is a LeetCode 383 ransom note. You can see it on the screen, 383. They have given the 2 strings. The first one is a ransom note, second one will be the magazine. Returns to if ransom note can be constructed by using the letters from magazine, otherwise return false. You can see in order to construct the ransom note, A will be there, here B will be there. We cannot construct. Now here it is A will be there, here is AB will be there. One A we can construct, but the second A we cannot. And you can see third example, ransom note is equal to AA, magazine is equal to AAB. Yes, we can construct it. Now let us see the constraint, that is called ransom note length and magazine length will be 10 to the power of 5. Ransom note and magazine consist of any lowercase English letters. Now let us see the topic. Topics is nothing but the hash table or hashing or hash map inside the Python we call a dictionary, and it is containing the string. So we try to understand this problem. This problem is 383 ransom note. Now it is the time to see the code. So I have taken the dictionary because it's a hash map, that is nothing but the dictionary inside the Python. This is empty dictionary. One by one character I am taking from the ransom note, and if that character is not exist in the dictionary keys, then what I am doing is I am putting the key and whose value is equal to 1. If it is already been there, then again I am incrementing that's value plus 1. So like this, if we see a, first time it will get 1 and second time it will get it as an a is equal to 2, because 2 time it is occurred. Now for key comma count in a dict underscore key dot item. So what is this one? This is the key and this is the value, that is nothing but the count. If I am taking the magazine and magazine dot count, magazine is nothing but as in a string count how many times it is occurred. If that character inside the magazine is less than this count, then again we try to give it as a false, because it should be equal or more but not less than. If everything goes, then we can give it as a true. You can see it on this screen for loop. So even though the for loop can also contain the else, at the end of the day it will come, otherwise you can cut the else and give the return true. That's not an issue. Now it is the time to execute and see whether it's working or not. See here, I am getting as in 100%, 0 millisecond beats 100%. Now it is the time to check once again whether it will be giving the same thing or not. Okay, here itself it is giving 4 millisecond 95.17. Now it is the time to go to the next question. The next question is isomorphic strings. It is a LeetCode 205 isomorphic string. They have given the two strings S and T. You can consider S is a source, T is a target, but you can name it as S and T. Two strings are isomorphic if the characters inside S can be replaced to get the T. So what they are giving is, it is one-to-one mapping they are doing. So E is mapped to the A, G is mapped to the D, again G is mapped. If mapping is fine without any issues, then you have to give it as a true, because E is mapped to A, G is mapped to the D. And for they are giving F is mapped to the B, O is mapped to the A, but O again it is mapping to the R. So two times O is mapping, so it is not a one-on-one. So then it is a false. Now let us see the third one, paper and title. You can see P is mapped to the T, correct. A is mapped to the I, correct. Again P has to map it to the T because it's already mapped. Yes, correct. E is mapped to the L, yes. And R is mapped to the E. Then that will be the true. Constants, you can see string dot length is less than 5 into 10 to the power of 4, and they are telling T of length is equal to S of length, and S and T consist any valued ASCII characters. Now coming on to the topic and see, it is telling the hash table. Hash table inside the Python is called a dictionary. Now how will you solve this one? This is the LeetCode 205 isomorphic strings. Now it is the time to move on to the code. So now I have taken one dictionary, that is a dict, because we need to solve with this hash table. S comma T, I am taking zip S comma T, you can see it on this one. S comma T I am taking from here. Maybe we try to move character from the source and character from target, so that will be the fine. So now we can see character from S is not in the dictionary, and a T, that is called character from target, it is not there in the dictionary source value. Then you can give it as in a character S is equal to character of a target. Okay, now yes mean character of yes not in dictionary, then return the false. And the character of an yes, it is not equal to the character of an T, then it is also a false, because G is mapped to the D. If it is existing, again you need to get by putting this G, you need to get the D, that you have to map it with this target value, then only it will try to give it as a true. So E is not there in the dictionary, so you need to keep E is equal to A. G is not there, then you have to give G is equal to D, but this G is existing in the thing. You need to get what you have assigned G, we have assigned as a D from the dictionary, and target what they have written. Again they are returning the D. If both are matches, then that is called as an isomorphic. If not, then return the false. Now it is the time to execute the code and see whether this has been working or not. But here also we have taken one dictionary. You can see it is getting as in 7 millisecond beats 54.47, 57.47, sorry. Let me execute and it is running. We can see this is 3 millisecond beats 95.63. Now let us move to the other one, that is called as a word pattern. See here the word pattern, what they are saying, this is the LeetCode 290 word pattern coming under the category of an easy. Given a pattern and a string S. If S follows the same pattern, then we have to give it as a true. In the previous to here, previous is letter to letter or character to character, they are mapping, but here from the pattern we'll be getting the character, but from the source we try to get, from this string we try to get the word. So A is mapped to the dog and B will be mapped to the cat. Again B, it is mapped to the cat or not, we need to check, and A, it is mapped onto the dog or not. So this is a similar thing, word pattern, whatever we have seen isomorphic in the previous one, it is also will be the same. Now let us see the constraints. You can see pattern length less than 300, source length is less than 3000, S contain only lowercase English letters and spaces, and S doesn't contain any leading or trailing spaces. Now let move to the topics. It is called hash table and string. Now it is the time to check this one. Again we are checking if the both the length of the pattern and S dot split, if it is same or not. If not, we are returning the false. Again we are taking one dictionary, then we are selecting the character from the pattern, and S dot split is nothing but the word. If S doesn't exist in the dictionary and word doesn't exist in the dictionary values, then you need to assign the for this character from, then you have to assign the word. And S is not in the dictionary, S return false, and that value is not equal to the word, return false. This is something extension to the previous one, isomorphic only, that there is no much things involved here. Now it is the time to execute the code and see it out whether this is been working or not. See here 0 milliseconds beats 100 percentage. Again you can submit and see is there anything can be changed or not. You can see 0 millisecond beats 100 percentage. This problem is 290 word pattern. From the LeetCode it is 290 word pattern and category will be the easy. And what kind of an approach we have followed, that is called Hashmap, that we call inside the Python as a dictionary. Now let us move to the last one in this video, that is nothing but the valid anagram. It is the LeetCode 242 valid anagram. Two strings they have given S and T, return true if T is an anagram of an S and false otherwise. It comes under the EC. The LeetCode number will be the 242 valid anagram. S is equal to ANAGRAM and T is equal to NAGARAM. It's a true, because the combination whatever the things it has been there, you can replace to get it as an T. So two strings S and T is true if T is an anagram of an S. So you have to take all these things and you can combine it to get the T. And you can see S is equal to rat and T is equal to car, but what is the thing is it is a false because we cannot generate. And constraints will be the S of length and T of length is 5 into 10 to the power of 4, and S and T consist of in lower English letters. Now let us come and see the topic. It is hash table, string and sorting. Now it is the time to see the code. Before that, it is a 242 valid anagram coming under the easy category under the hash table under the strings. Now if these two lines S and T are not same, then I'm returning the false. Then I'm making as in a dictionary as an account as table to count the character. Character by character I am taking from yes, you can see it on the screen, and count of the character is equal to first time it is occurred, then it will get it as in 1. Next time it is counting, it's a counter. So how many times A is coming? In this one, A is coming 3 times in the yes. N is coming 1 time, G is coming 1 time, R is coming 1 time, M is coming 1 time. Like that, this dictionary will be maintained. Now what you need to take, again you need to take the character from T. If the character is not there in the count dictionary, then you have to return a false. Then if it is there, then we have to decrease it. If that count character is less than 0, then you have to return a false. Otherwise, at the end of the day, you can return this true, because it is a matching. How many A's are there? This is the 2. How many A's here also? This is the 2. If extra A you added, then what it will go less than 0, because it is having 2. The number of A's here and A should be there, and the number of R's, everything it has to be there. So this is nothing but the valid anagram. So again, this has been used by us in a dictionary, which is nothing but the hash map. It is the time to execute the code, see if it is working or not. Now it is the LeetCode 242. Now you can see 15 milliseconds it has taken and beats 41.28. Again, let us submit and see what will be the score we try to get it. Here again we are getting 41.28 only we are getting. So with this one, we have completed the 4 examples. You can see ransom note, isomorphic strings, pattern, and valid anagram. So these 4 we have seen in this video. I didn't explain any concept or any programming or any coding. I consider this platform or this is for this YouTube as a buddy for me for my DSA interview preparation and clearing. If you like this video, for more interesting updates, please like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel. And we try to meet in the next video. Until then, bye. Take care.